family relationships provide resources that help individuals cope with stress, engage in better behaviors, enhance self-esteem. Doing Family with Bunmi is a talk show that brings relevant topics together that help family foster relationships as they journey through life. Do well to follow us on all social media platforms. ATV Live is the name to look out for. We are on Play Store and App Store. Download and subscribe. Thank you. Bye. You're welcome. It's another edition of your favorite show, Doing Family with Bunmi. Finding the right partner feels like a lot of work with many moving parts attached to it. There's attractiveness, trust, honesty, communication, intimacy, sex life. On this show, we'll be talking about all of these and more. I am your host, Bunmi Oyebadijo. Don't go away, we'll be right back. Welcome back. On today's episode, we'll be discussing finding the right partner. Finding the right partner. And with me on the show to discuss this topic is Mercy Emmanuel, a media personnel and a mother of one. Thank you, Mercy, for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Now, finding the right partner. What was it like for you when you wanted to get married?
Okay, so finding the right partner can be so tricky because, of course, as a young lady, you have different admirers. They can be numerous. And again, if you are beautiful.
Wow, like you.
Thank you. You see them tall, slim, chubby. So depending on your taste.
Okay.
For me, I used to like a tall, slim guy. And of course, when my husband found me, my husband is an average height man. So he's not my kind of guy.
Okay,
But
you're not naturally attracted to that kind of physical.
Yeah, I wanted someone tall, slim. I'm always after the physical look.
Okay.
But again, when he found me, we were both undergraduates in the school, and when he found me, it was not my kind of person. But what attracted me to him was just he's intelligent and he's a man of vision.
Okay.
So finding the right partner is based on individual differences.
Of course.
What A wants in a man is different from what B wants in a man.
Yeah.
So for me, what I was looking for was not what eventually found me.
What was in the package was actually different from the wrap.
Yes, but again, I appreciated what I eventually accepted as who I eventually accepted as my partner.
As your partner. Okay. So during those you said you met in school as undergraduates. So were you first of all friends? Were you in the same department? Were you in the same faculty? How did your paths cross actually?
So we're both undergraduates somewhere in the north. And by then I was in a relationship.
Oh.
So when he asked me out, I was like, okay, I don't like double dating. That's just my style.
Okay.
I'm in a relationship and I would not like to double date. But he's a man that knows what he wants and will just keep
going for it.
So he became my best friend. So what I could not tell my boyfriend,
you could tell him.
Yes, like he knows everything about me.
That's a bad sign.
I was more comfortable with him than my boyfriend. Then.
Wow.
And he's this person that was okay, Mercy, your hair is rough, your hair is not okay. Have you eaten today? My boyfriend will not ask me that because my boyfriend doesn't care. So one of the good things I like about him then was the fact that he's caring.
Okay.
Then he's intelligent and he's a man of vision. So that was part of the thing that made me consider him. Of course, we were both friends. We started on the friend zone level.
Okay. So you said your boyfriend that you were dating or courting at that time did not care. Can you elucidate, please? Because I know that for him to be dating you, there is some some level of caring that he has towards you. So what made you say he was not caring? Was it because he wasn't asking those questions that your husband was asking, as that when he was...
You know how undergraduate life can be. I was
Yeah.
new in school. He
Okay.
was in his final year, and he saw
Wow.
this innocent
Jam
girl,
bite.
jam bites, and he was like, okay, let me play with this one, that kind of thing. But of course, the relationship was just childhood. Like we were
Okay.
just not something, anything physical.
Okay.
That's my boyfriend then.
Yeah.
But is this kind of person, okay, he's an Igbo person, so he's interested in his business. I want to go for my business.
Okay.
Once he's done with school, he goes for his business.
Okay.
And he believes, Mercy, you should ask.
If you need something.
If you need something. But I don't know how to ask. So I expect that if you are my boyfriend,
Yes.
you should spot something as
Yes,
Mercy
you
needs
should
this
sense,
thing.
yes.
You should ask, how far are you coping?
Yes.
So I wanted someone like that.
Like that.
So that was part of what made me consider my husband.
Okay. Mercy, you've given us 2 different scenarios on about the different relationships you have been in and how you have been able to make a defining decision for yourself. Now, can you tell us how you were attracted, or talking about attraction now? At first, you weren't attracted to your husband, and then eventually you found out that he was the one for you. Can you enlighten us on how that happened for you?
So it's normal for a young lady, a young spinster, to have her criteria like, these are the things I'm looking out for in my man. Okay. But of course, we all know that it's not reality. Because you just...
Not all the time.
Yeah. You just list it. I want a slim guy, he must be wealthy, he must have a car. At the end of the day, maybe you will even have a Okada. But so I think relationship, marriage is beyond physical attraction.
Okay.
It's beyond what does this guy have
Look
now.
like, yes.
What does this guy even look like? Because again, if you now get what you wish to have, you have that tall, slim guy with 6 packs, or how many packs, I can't name them. At the end of the day, what if the marriage now end up with basbos? What if start punching you?
Okay.
What if you don't eventually enjoy the marriage?
Okay.
So it's relationship, marriage, it's beyond physical attraction. But you know, for young ladies who are planning to get married, for intending couples, you always have your criteria. This is what I want in a man. Yeah. So my advice, or what I would say, is look beyond the physical look. Look beyond, he does not have a flashy car. The car will come. Yeah, if you believe. He does not have a house. The house will come. Everything will fall into place. That's if you accept his condition now, you support, and I'm going to sound spiritual now, and pray for him.
Good. Good. All right, Mercy, you spoke about not being attracted to your husband when you first met him. Now, when he was pursuing the friendship, when he was pursuing you as a beautiful young girl, he started on the friendship level. When he was offering you that friendship, did you try to pursue it, or were you still like, this is not what I want in a guy? He doesn't have the physical attributes I would like to have in my man.
So when he asked me out, and I explained to him I'm in a relationship, I was actually the one that said, okay, we can be friends. Because he was just being persistent. He's a patient man that thinks I will eventually eat the fat bone. Wow. So I was the one that opened the door of friendship. We can be friends. Of course, I'm in a relationship, but we can be friends. So that was what happened in our case. But I'm not sure this can work for everybody. Yeah, because everybody have their own plans. They have what they look out for. And that's it.
All right. So, moving on to trust. For you, what does trust signify?
Trust is believing in your partner, believing our actions, our words, believing everything about your partner. But again, you don't ask for trust, you earn it. Because for partners, a wife or a lady could be seeking for, okay, I want my partner to trust me. I want my boyfriend to trust me. I want my husband to trust me. But you can't force a man or a woman to trust you. You have to earn it over time.
Over time. So how were you able to bring that up in your relationship?
Okay, so my relationship, at the initial stage, we have issues because I was expecting my husband to trust me. Okay, while we were dating, I was expecting, okay, you should trust me 100%. You should. If they say, okay, Mercy did this, you should say, no, Messi cannot do this. If they say, okay, Messi said this, you should say, Messi cannot say this. But my husband was like, he told me boldly that you can't ask for trust, you earn it. So I did not understand because I thought I was on the playing level. I thought I've opened myself 100%. But of course, you know, you can't open yourself 100%.
Yes.
But I thought I've opened myself to him enough for him to trust me. But it was like, you have to earn it. You can't ask for it.
Okay, so on this trust level, how long do you think it can be for someone to begin to earn your trust or for you to earn someone else's trust? Because when you start out in a relationship, trust doesn't fall on your laps. Yeah. You have to earn it. So how did it play out for you, really?
Like my first year was not really easy because I was still in school and he was already working and we're in different states. Oh. And I was trying my best to be that faithful partner. But of course, you know, everybody will always have their doubts. Yeah. Like I call you, didn't pick my call. Oh. Where were you? Oh. I check on you.
Was it the jealous type or is it the jealous type?
Everybody's jealous. I'm jealous. And he's jealous. So I called you, you didn't pick my call. My husband was this kind of person that if he calls, he wanted to pick his call. And
no excuses.
No excuses. Sometimes I might be in the lecture room and I would just be like, I was in the lecture room. So why didn't you pick my call? So I think it was out of, is this girl really into this relationship?
Okay. Or is she just stringing me along?
Yes, he just wants to know what he's into. He wants to be sure. He does not want to waste his time. Yeah. I think that was what happened.
Okay. Okay, so considering the fact that you've now been married for 3 years now and you have earned this trust, what can you tell upcoming couples or people that are planning to be married?
Okay, this is what I would say about trust. What I always advise my siblings or intending couples, I always say, please communicate. Let your partner be your gist mate. Let your partner be your amiable partner. So when anything happens, you rush to your partner. This is what happened. You pick up your phone. This is what happened. This is what this person did to me. Okay. With that, okay, and try as much to just be open to yourself. I think with that, gradually, the trust will keep building. To keep building. Then to get to that point that the man can fight for you. Wow. You can fight for the man and say, no, my husband cannot do this. You can't treat my husband like this. Wow. You cannot talk to my husband like this.
Wow, interesting. Now, moving on to honesty. Honesty, they say, is the best policy. Did that work out for you like that?
Yeah, I tried my best to be honest.
But it was a little lies here.
You know you can't be 100% honest.
Really? Why not?
You cannot. You're a woman.
Oh my goodness.
You're a woman. So there's always this tricky... let me cover this up so I won't get angry. I'll tell him later. Okay. You understand? Because you already understand your partner. You understand how he can accept and take the situation. Yeah. So you say, okay, I'll tell him this later. I won't tell him now. It's not that maybe you won't tell him. Or there are some things you will not tell him eventually because you don't want him to blow out.
Yeah, to be angry. Yeah. For you now, from your own personal experience, has anything in the past that happened to you, has it affected your relationship with your husband right now?
Okay, I can say before we got married, we had this issue, back to trust, these issues of, why is this person calling you?
Okay.
Who is this person? So you have to explain yourself. You open your book and start explaining, this is this person, this is that person. But the moment we got married, I think he had that ownership, like, okay, I'm the husband now. Yeah. And I think we are on the safest zone now. Yeah. So I think that's what happened. Okay, so for people that had,
but is it possible for you to have, like you said, it is possible. You were communicating with your husband while you were dating the other guy. Your husband was your very good friend.
Yeah, exactly.
But you were dating someone else. Now, coming back to being honest, if right now, is it possible now that you're married to have somebody that you still talk with of the opposite sex?
Okay, so the moment...
Apart from your husband.
The moment I got married, I made the decision to cut out with my male friends. Okay. Like I cut them off because I was trying to I wanted to build a peaceful home. Okay. I wanted me and my husband to understand ourselves. I don't like troubles. So I was just trying, I tried up 100% and I'm still trying to avoid troubles. So there are some friends I've already cut off. Okay. But again, you talk about honesty, trust. Yes. Like, okay, when I was dating my boyfriend then, yes, and I was communicating with my husband, yeah, I opened up to okay, there was a day my boyfriend came to the common room and saw my husband, and it was like, who is this? I said, okay, meet Emmanuel. This is my husband. Okay, I said, meet Emmanuel. I didn't say this is my husband. I said, meet Emmanuel.
Okay.
And I told Emmanuel, meet my boyfriend. So they met.
Okay.
Although he wasn't comfortable with it, that was my boyfriend then. He wasn't comfortable. He was like, how can you tell me that person is your friend? If you lie for 100 years, the truth will come out one day. I said, it's just my friend. We are just friends. But again, we are happily married today.
That's nice. And you were more comfortable with him then?
Yeah, I was.
You were more comfortable with him?
I'm still very comfortable with him.
You're still very comfortable with him. So what advice do you have for young ladies that seem to be like, should I say this? Should I not say this? Like you say we are women and we can't be 100% honest. But on the scale of 1 to 10, how honest can a woman be to the person she's getting married?
So I can't give you the actual figure because it's still based on individual differences. But I would say it should be at least, let's go for the excellent figure from 70 upward.
70.
Yeah. It shouldn't be average. It shouldn't be on the average level.
Okay.
Because if you're saying you trust your partner and you want to be open to him, please try to be open to him.
You've heard it from Mercy, Emmanuel: attractiveness, trust, honesty, and how they all played out to help her in choosing the right partner. When we come back, we'll be talking about communication, intimacy. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this time out. You're still watching Doing Family with Bunmi, and right now we are moving on to communication. Mercy, communication. How was it for you?
Okay, so I would say communication. Okay, you must, as partners, husband and wife, you must communicate.
Who were you more comfortable with, your boyfriend or your present husband?
Then it was my husband, because my boyfriend does not even have time. He does not have that time. Okay, so the only few minutes we have together, maybe it's just helping out with 1 or 2 things. But again, I was more comfortable with my husband, who was my friend then. So in every relationship, whether boyfriend-girlfriend thing or marriage, communication is very, very important. You tell yourself everything. Like I said before, as like for ladies, for women, it might not be 100%, but try to communicate. What happened at work? Gist your husband. What happened with your friends? Gist your husband. Communicate. It will be more relaxed. It will be more comfortable. Then with that, trust will keep building gradually. And he will come back from work or from school, and he'll be comfortable to gist you about what happened to him during the day too.
Okay. So when there are issues, when there is conflict, what part does communication play? Because you're angry, he's angry, you don't want to talk, he doesn't want to talk, but at some point you need to communicate to get over that barrier and move on in the relationship.
So when there is conflict, first you have to understand your partner. If it's a short-tempered person, if it's someone that does not like to talk when he's talking, you have to understand yourself first. So when there is conflict, for me, I'll tell you what works for me. When me and my husband are having misunderstanding, I'll just allow him to land. In fact, he will eat. I will do everything. I will not talk. I'll say, I'm so sorry. Not because I'm the one, not because I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But again, I want peace to reign. And it must be from both ends. Both of you, both partners must understand themselves. So if A is sacrificing today by not talking or replying, B should sacrifice tomorrow. So that's where understanding comes in. So if you don't understand yourself and you don't want the marriage to work out, you start exchanging words. So for me, whenever my husband is angry, I'll just keep quiet. You just, it's messy, all right. I'm very fine. But I don't want to start what I will not be able to end.
Okay.
So I just keep quiet. When I know it's calm, I will not say, but what happened earlier is not okay. And you know it wasn't my fault. So at the end of the day, we'll sit down, we'll analyze everything. Then if it's to tell me sorry, we'll tell me sorry. If I'm to tell him sorry, I will tell him sorry, then we'll settle. But again, don't leave any issue or conflict unresolved, because it will come up again. So when there is a conflict, you do what works for you.
Okay.
So first you understand yourself, you understand how to resolve conflict among yourself, and you put it into play. So I've explained what works for me, I'll align, and when it's my turn, when I start parrying, he will just he'll keep quiet. But why are you angry? I'll just para, I will not talk. Then later, me by myself, I'll now go and meet him there. This was what happened. I was angry. I'm sorry if I shouted on you or reacted badly. But this what works for me, actually.
Okay, so in the course of resolving conflict, have you found yourself uprooting buried issues? Saying, that was how you did it last time. That was how it was 2 weeks ago. That was how it was when we went to your mother's place. That was how it was when we were visiting with friends.
So I said sacrifice earlier. And when I'm saying sacrifice, I'm saying you let some things go. Because if you keep bringing up issues, you will not settle that conflict. Because you keep from A to B, okay, you did this last week, and that's how you did the same thing 2 weeks ago. And you keep remembering like 5 years ago. And that will not work. It will not solve anything. Instead, it will keep building the conflict up. And it will affect the marriage, it will affect the relationship. So when you're sacrificing, when you're saying you understand yourself, you're communicating, and you want the marriage to work, you have to let some things go. You cannot be right every time, and you cannot be wrong on every time.
Yeah.
But when you know you are right, and they say you are wrong, for the sake of peace, for the sake of love, for the sake of I want
unity.
this family, unity. I want this family to grow.
Yeah.
You let it go.
From
a sincere heart. You let it go. And again, it must be from both sides. I offend my husband, he offends me, but we've already had this agreement that we are not going to refer to it. Although sometimes you have to refer to some things, but because you understand yourself, you use that wisdom to tackle it and resolve it totally.
Okay. So what is one very critical advice you will give ladies coming behind about communication?
So this is what I would say. I know ladies are talkers. Yeah, you want to say everything. Yes, you must communicate. But again, like I said earlier, understand your partner. You know, it's not every guy that likes to talk. Some men are fixers. They don't want to talk. It's just, we force most of them to talk. So if you love your partner, so take it step by step.
Okay.
If he's not a talker, if he's not someone that likes gisting, if he's not someone that you can build him up gradually.
Okay.
Maybe from one
bring him out, draw him out.
Yes, from his comfort zone. Bring him out. So maybe from one gist today, look for what he likes. Maybe if it's football, he like discussing about. Learn to love football.
Love watching.
Yes, if it's newspapers, if it's politics, read politics, read current affairs. Read that. Have you seen the news in the papers today? It's my lady is current. You understand? So, like me, my husband likes football. I don't like football.
So how do you cope?
Sometimes I'll just sit down with him. So who is that? Who is explain. So he likes it when I sit down with him and we watch. So our first year in marriage, most times I follow him to viewing centers. So I'll go there and sleep sometimes. So, I think he's an Arsenal fan. So there was like 2 occasions I follow him to watch man, and they lose. I said, I will not be following you to watch this match again because I don't understand why your club is losing. So understand your partner, know what your partner loves, what he loves doing, what he enjoys doing, then
clicking on it. Yes.
And that will.
Wow, interesting. So moving on now, we are going to a very wide topic: intimacy. Now, when we say intimacy, most people, they quarantine intimacy to what happens in the bedroom. Intimacy. But I believe that intimacy is beyond the physical. So let's hear your take on that.
So like you said, intimacy is beyond the physical. It's beyond the smooching, kissing. And so intimacy can be, I'm back from work, I'm tired, you want to relax. You just want him to hold you. You just want to talk, you want to gist.
Just want him to cuddle
you. Want him to cuddle
you. Just want to sit by him.
You just want to relax. You just want him to be your pillow. Or he wants you to be his pillow.
Okay.
So it's just you coming back to your comfort zone.
Okay.
This is my home. This is my husband. This is my man. and I think I can relax now. I can feel at home. You're coming from work, or you're coming from, I don't know wherever you're coming from, and I want to just be comfortable. I want to be at peace.
Okay.
Intimacy is being at peace with yourself, being at peace with your partner. And you people just flow.
Okay, so intimacy now, I understand, can be emotional and it can be physical. Now, for physical intimacy, apart from the matters that take place in the bedroom, there are other aspects of intimacy that we should take advantage of so that we can build, because intimacy, like every other good attribute, doesn't fall on you. You have to work at it. You have to put in the effort. You have to fight to have it. So physical intimacy, what, apart from bedroom matters, what other ways can we show physical intimacy? Like you said, he comes back from work, he uses you as a pillow. Which other ways do you think?
So, some persons don't even like all this, I'm holding you, you're holding me.
Okay.
Maybe you like it and your partner did not like it. But again, it's what you want as a lady. As women, we want what we want. And we always look for how to get it.
Yeah.
So your husband does not like the old me. You have to put him to liking that old me.
Wow.
So maybe he comes back from work, he just hugging. Or maybe you people are just in the house, he's just climbing. Before you know it, gradually,
You'll begin to loosen up. I remember my husband when we were newly married and we are going on the street. I hold his hand. He tells me, people are watching. I say, I'm your wife now. Let them watch. Say, no. People are watching, And when he hugs me, he will just use one hand and pat my back. I said, no, I want you to squeeze me.
Yeah,
I like it when you hold me tight. So over the years, he has been able to understand that this is who my wife is. So when we are on the road, we are going, I hold him, I tuck my arm into his arm, and he doesn't budge. He has been able to come down to my level. When he's hugging me, he's squeezing me tight. He will say, is this how you like it? Don't suffocate me now. But he has been able to come down to my level to show me love the way I like it. The way I like it.
Sorry to cut you.
Oh, please go ahead.
When husband and wife relate that way, you hold yourself.
Yeah.
You're telling your children you love yourself.
Yes.
And you're
That's
training
very
them.
important.
Yeah, you're training. My mom and my dad, they like themselves.
Yes.
They don't joke with themselves.
Yes.
And that time of cuddling, that time of holding yourself tight.
Yeah.
Some inspirations will be coming.
Of course.
You want to gist.
Yes.
You are holding yourself, you want to gist. So you are comfortable.
You're comfortable.
You're in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Then you are communicating.
You're communicating.
You're understanding yourself more.
Understanding.
There are some things you will not say when he's watching TV. There are some things he will not say when you are cooking in the kitchen.
Because it won't sink.
It will not. It will not. But when you hold yourself, when you relax, maybe you are just chewing something together, everything will just...
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So let's go on now to emotional intimacy. Now, emotional intimacy, some people are probably thinking, what is that? What is emotional intimacy? But I believe that emotional intimacy is the bedrock of physical intimacy, because emotional intimacy is how you connect with your partner. If there is no connection, bedroom matters cannot happen, because somehow you feel detached. Emotional intimacy, how can you relate it?
Talking about emotional support or emotional intimacy, first, the other time I was talking about understanding. So you understand your partner, you know what your partner wants, and both of you are ready to make things work. Okay, I'm this kind of person that I want you to ask me what is wrong with me.
Before you talk.
Before I talk, I want to give you that attitude. I want to squeeze my face because I want you to ask. So when you don't ask, I'll be angry. So because at the initial stage, my husband did not even like, okay, maybe when I'm having a menstrual flow, I want you to tell me sorry every time, because I'm always having menstrual cramps. So I will say, sweet, does he never tell me sorry? And he will say, but I told you sorry before. And I said, no, pat my back and keep telling me sorry. So over time, he understands that that's what I want. And he was ready to support me. And that is one side. And when it comes to work-related issues, he's ready to support me. You understand that this is my wife's capacity. This is what she can do. This is what she explained to me, and I believe her. And I'm ready to support her 100%. And I think when I was pregnant too, at the initial stage, I did not understand. I was okay, I'm having indigestion. You say, which one is indigestion again? I'll get up. I said, I can't eat. I'm having indigestion. But you see me, I wake up every morning, cook, but I will not be able to eat it. So he was concerned that I said, please, you need to go and read up about pregnancy. So he learned some things, he read some things, and he supported me 100%.
Okay.
So
he began to have understanding.
Yeah, understanding. So even when I tell him the baby is kicking, he did not understand. Maybe because he was inexperienced then. He would just say, which one is baby is kicking? I said, okay, so there was a particular night I had to show him that see what your baby is doing to me.
Okay.
And it's not fair. Okay, sometimes at night I will not be able to sleep. You know how you know the degree of the hotness.
The heat.
On another level. So he will not, okay, why did you not off clothes like this? Because he did not understand. But later he studied, he seek advice, he understand me, listened to me, understand me, and supported me.
And he began to give you the necessary support.
Yes.
He began to do the things
exactly
that was making the situation easy for you.
The things
to
I was
bear.
longing for.
Longing for. That's right. That's right. Now, what are the things you will do for your husband to help him realize or understand or appreciate that you are connecting with him emotionally? What are some of those things that he likes? You've mentioned football.
Yeah,
okay.
He likes football.
Okay.
My husband likes good food. So most times when I feel like I've cooked rubbish this week, you understand, I'm rushing for work, I just want to quickly pack something. I just feel like, no, I need to give my husband a treat.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend that money. I don't need to ask him. I'm going to spend that money and buy those things and prepare the food. And I said, what is going on? So I just realized you have not been eating well. Yeah, you've not been eating well. So even jokes on things like, please eat more. He will say, I'm full. I say, no, you're a man, eat more. Eat more, you're a man. You say, okay, now by that. I say, eat more, you're a man. So most times when I feel like I've really cooked rubbish this week, I'll just give him a special treat.
Feast.
Yeah. Then because of my husband has been very supporting. So sometimes the laundry, he does the laundry.
Okay.
And everything. And because I don't want to take advantage of
that. Yes. So
most of the time, I'll just wake up early
and
do
get
the laundry,
and NEPA too is a factor to consider.
Exactly. I don't. Sometimes I'll tell him, don't worry, I will use my hand because I just want to know that I understand he's been supporting me, and I'm ready to give back.
To give the sacrifice. We've been talking to Mercy Emmanuel, and we've been discussing finding the right partner. Stay with us. We'll be back after this time out. Coming back to bedroom matters, like we said, intimacy in the minds of many people is relegated to the bedroom. Now, when we go to the bedroom, how was it for you at the beginning of the relationship? How was it for you?
I think this question is more personal, but again, I'll answer it. How was it for me? I was inexperienced, really. Not like I did not have boyfriend. I used to have boyfriends, but we didn't go to the inner chamber. But of course, when I got married, I was inexperienced, so we had to just take it step by step.
By step, okay.
So, because I'm going to shout, so I'll tell my husband, let's wait for our neighbor to unjam.
Oh my goodness.
So that when I'm shouting, they will hear. Because you know how is it when you're new in sex life.
Yes.
So it should be gradually, because before you now become a pro or you decide to become a pro.
So are you a pro?
I'm trying to get to be a pro because again, I would like to satisfy my husband.
Of course, it's very important.
Yeah,
it's very important. So as the frequency increased?
Yeah, I can't compare now to then. Then I was learning.
Okay.
Now I'm still learning, but I'm better than before. You're better. Which I think is very, very important. Because again, marriage is beyond we want to give birth.
Yeah, of course.
It's beyond
because when you grow older together, the beauty of sex will be, abandoned, and you just flow on the friendship level.
Yeah.
And just be together.
Okay.
Now, I would like to ask, do you think that physical intimacy is a way out to resolve conflict? you don't want to talk about it, you just want to have sex, and then after the episode you think, oh, we used that to settle it, so we don't need to.
How will you use sex to settle conflict? How will you even flow when you're having sex? When you're not on talking,
you're not connected
on good
emotionally,
terms, and you want to
yes.
that means don't make me wrong here, but again, that means it's just goes, and everybody will go their way. What did you achieve? The man just come, release, and go back. No, that's not sex to me. So I believe if you're having sex, both partners should understand. That's why you have to communicate. Once you finish having sex, you analyze it.
Okay.
So
so sexual intimacy can be the opening door to resolving that conflict.
I don't like a situation where, because my husband is angry with me, and I want to let him have sex with me, the conflict will still be there. Because tomorrow, when another issue happens, you will refer to it. Partners, they will refer to it. So why not settle your conflict, settle your issues, understand yourself. This is what happened. Come to a round table. This is what happened. This is what you did. This is what I did. Apologize if you need to. But again, when you need to have sex. But don't, because you have issues, you now want to use sex to settle the issue. But maybe for some couples, maybe it works for them, but it will not work for me. Because if we are quarreling, why are we having sex if we are quarreling? Why are we having sex if we are quarreling?
It won't flow.
It will not flow. It will not flow, because again, we are quarreling. You don't want to have sex with me. We'll just climb, or I climb, or we stand, or any style. Then
we'll
go our way.
Like you say, boss. All right. So we have been talking with Mercy Emmanuel, and she has been giving us her experiences in how she found the right partner. We've talked about attractiveness, honesty, trust, communication, intimacy, and lastly, sex life. Don't go away. We'll be back. And when we come back, we'll go on to the game section. Do stay with us. It's time for the game show. So, Mercy Emmanuel, you'll be answering a couple of questions for us. Are you ready?
Very ready.
Very ready. Wow. I catch your enthusiasm. So, we have a list of questions here. Questions 1 to 10. You're free to pick from any of them.
I pick 7.
7. Never have I ever used my husband's toothbrush.
That is a normal thing now. I do it on, like,
it's normal.
As in, like,
I beg.
If I see my brush 7, I'll just this one will be better. So it's a normal thing for me.
Okay, for you. Okay, go on. Next question. Number 1. Never have I ever cheated on someone.
I've never cheated.
You've never cheated?
Yes, I did not cheat.
You did not cheat because you introduced them. Oh, okay.
I did not.
Okay, so next question.
5.
Question number 5. Never have I ever gone to bed angry with my partner.
I can't say yes or no, but I don't like going to bed angry. I want us to resolve it. Okay. But again, my partner, when he's angry, maybe he will just sleep. So I'm asking myself, are you angry? Sweet. Are you angry and you're able to sleep? So sometimes I just tap him, wake up. Not because I'm looking for trouble, but again, I want to enjoy my sleep.
Talk about this.
I want to sleep peacefully. So I always try to avoid going to bed angry. But sometimes when the man is not ready, you have to give the man time. Okay. So maybe you just sleep, but it will not be a sweet sleep.
And maybe you wake him up in the next morning with the
I'll just allow him to sleep. When you now wake up in the morning, and then we'll now resolve.
You resolve it. That's good. That's good. Moving on. Next question.
Okay, number 2.
2. Never have I ever taken money from my husband's pocket.
So I take.
I see you're guilty.
No, yes, no. I take and I tell him, sweetheart, I took money from your pocket.
You not put sweetheart.
Sweetheart, why don't we have enough money here? You're a big boy, having this change in your pocket.
I've been now.
So I always take. But when I take, he's in the know.
Okay.
He's always in the know.
Okay, that's great.
It's our money, so let's spend it
Abi now,
together.
every money that comes from him is our
Our
money.
money.
Well, our money
My
is
money.
my money. Yes, now I like the vibe. All right, so next question.
So 3. Have I picked
3.
3?
Never have I ever shared my partner's clothing.
Even boxers. I used to. I wear his clothes though. So sometimes when I get to work, my colleague that really knows me will say, Mercy, you don't wear your husband t-shirt today. I forget it. I was just trying to look for clothes I did not see. I just picked this one so I always wear it and I even enjoy it.
So that's nice. So that means both of you have the same physical appearance?
Yes.
Okay. I can't imagine wearing my husband's shirt to work. Everybody will know from the bus stop. Okay. Moving on to the next segment of the show. How well do you know yourself? Mercy, are you ready to let us know that?
I'll try.
You'll try. All right. So the first question is, if a teaspoon of your tears could cure cancer for every person, would you give it?
A teaspoon
of your tears.
My tears will cure cancer.
Will cure
of course
cancer.
I'll give it.
You'll give it.
So
that means you'll be crying a lot, oh.
I'll give it. If that will save the person's life. Tears, yes. I'll cry
now. So we have to poke you in the right places for the tears to flow.
You don't even need to pinch me. Seeing the person in that condition will make the tears come.
Inspire.
Because I don't like people to be in pain. I don't like it.
Wow. So that brings me to the next question. If you would experience zero pain, if you're given the chance, what experience would you like to experience zero pain?
I'll say childbirth.
Wow.
I'll say childbirth.
I was going to say toothache.
No, I'll say childbirth, and I'll say it over and over. I've seen
that's after one issue.
Yes, but my mom is a midwife, so I've witnessed different delivery before. So I thought I understand, but I did not understand.
You can't until when you pass through. Oh yes, you can't.
I thought I was going to another realm.
You can't. You can't. Even if the husband is there with you and say, "Oh, push! Oh, it's okay." It is a lie.
It's not enough. So my pastor said something. Every woman's delivery story is different.
It's different.
So you cannot tell me this is what you experience and I'll bank on that because I don't know what is waiting for me.
Yeah.
But with God,
all things are possible. I like your vibe. All right. So if you were a food, what food would you like to be?
I'll be fried chicken.
Ooh, fried chicken.
Fried peppered chicken.
Ooh, that means we'll find you only in the restaurants. Many people don't do pepper chicken in their house.
Anyway.
So you are exquisite meal.
Don't say exquisite. What if it's local chicken?
Is it not local chicken they are peppering in the restaurant?
I know,
it's a
what's it called? Boiler.
All right. So what scent best describes you? What scent? What scent?
Okay.
Not scent. What scent best describes you?
I'll say strawberry.
Strawberry.
Yeah. I'll say strawberry. But please don't ask me why. But I'll just say strawberry. Okay,
so your perfume, is it strawberry?
So when I'm buying perfume oils, I'm always looking out for, please give me strawberry.
Okay. Okay, so what is orgasm?
My husband. My husband can use anything.
He doesn't have any sense.
He'll use anything. As far as it's just nice.
Okay. So, if you were a car, what car would you like to be?
So, okay, I don't know anything about cars. So if I'm a car, if I'm to be a car, I want to be this fantastic, beautiful, maybe just a Lamborghini.
Oh!
But really, I don't know anything about cars. I don't know. So I'll go for Lamborghini.
Okay. On a last note, for someone out there longing for the right partner, what would you, on a last note, how would you counsel such a person? How would you advise such a person?
I will say this, know what you want, that's one. Then understand that sometimes when you have your list, you might not get your list. So seek God's face and ask for God's direction. direct me to the right partner. I'm not sounding spiritual, but I think it's the right thing to do.
Of course.
Because you meet your kind of person, you meet someone you admire that is not even your kind of person. Maybe the person is just one criteria. You meet someone that is rich, that is wealthy, that can satisfy you financially. You meet someone that is good looking, whether as a man or a woman. So, but when you know what you want, you ask for God's direction, I think you will pick the right partner eventually. Then you understand that marriage is not bed of roses. There will be misunderstanding.
Of course.
You will just wake up one day and feel like, it's not your fault. It's not just because I say I want to get married. If I'm still single now, I will have my freedom. I'll be able to move up and down. But again, you have to understand that you're making that sacrifice that you want to get married. So there's some things you will just have to cut off yourself off from. There's some things you have to stop doing because you want to build your home. You want a peaceful home. You want a home that people will look up to. You want to be a role model to upcoming intending couples.
And so it's a wrap. Thank you so much, Mercy Emmanuel. It's been fun having you on the show.
Thank you.
We hope you'll come visiting next time.
Always.
All right. And so it's a wrap on this episode of Doing Family with Bunmi on African Entertainment Television. Do download our app from App Store and the Google Play Store. African Entertainment Television Live. It's one word. And please follow us on our various social media platforms. Until we come your way again next time, keep doing well with your family. Bye-bye.